Hey guys, Lord Naren, White here, the Holy Ghost, the one true God. Back with you with the next video in my Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough. Today, continuing Baldur's Gate 3. Here, picking back up where we left off from last week, where we're going to have to give Mizora an answer on whether or not we want a pact in order to save Will's father by way of the pact. So I did read online off camera that you can still save Will's dad even without the pact. That's the route we're going to take because we're not going to sign a deal with the devil. It just doesn't seem like that's the way to be. Um, but at the same time, I think you can also accept the pact now, and then you can break the pact later. So that's just like what that is. So let's start with the first option here. What will happen to Will's powers if he breaks the pact?
Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is slain.
So we could say, save your father, Will. The city will need him to help rebuild. Or do the right thing, give your soul so that your father can live. Or let your father die. When the city's free, you can take his place. Or break the pact, Will. You deserve your freedom. So I'm going to say, break the pact, Will. You deserve your freedom. And then we've got to save the Duke Ravengard, in spite of the fact that Mizora will fight against us, I believe, during the fight. So that's what I'm going to say is the third option. Because I don't believe, I firmly believe that we don't negotiate with somebody who's saying, do this or I'm gonna like let your dad die or something like that. We're not gonna negotiate with that. We're gonna say, let's break the pact, let's get Will out safe, and then find Duke Ravengard as well. Break the pact, Will. You deserve your freedom.
You damned wretch. Father. Do it. Break the pact.
Fiat Ita.
Fiat ita, anima ad beator.
Didn't think you had it in you. Seems my boy's all grown up. And don't go fussing about your father. You made your choice. You knew the terms. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment.
So you did see that Shadowheart disapproved of that decision, which sucks, but relationship is exceptional, so I don't think we have to worry about anything. Alright, I think we made the right decision, so I'm gonna go ahead and save and talk with the people who have exclamation mark above their head. Let's start by talking with Will.
Gods, I spent 7 years choked by Mizora's leash. And I spent 7 years hoping to break free. I never knew freedom could taste so bittersweet.
We could say, a little late for remorse, don't you think? Or, I thought you never regretted taking the pact, or a fantastic power play. With your father gone, you can rise up and take his place. Obviously not. What we'll say is, you're your own man now, Will. It's better this way.
I have to believe that. I'm not the Hell's puppet in life, nor its warrior in death. The blade will be guiding his own hand. But freedom will be paid in my father's blood. Tomorrow, I celebrate my gain. Today, I mourn my loss.
A moment passes. In the stillness, you find a mote of tranquility.
The Ravengard name now lives solely with me. I will make it count for something.
Your father's not dead yet, Will. Maybe there's a way to save him.
I signed his life away before the Hell's witnesses. It would be easier to drink the Styx down to the last drop than to alter his fate. I'd be a fool to wish otherwise.
What's our next step, then?
We obtain the final 2 nether stones and take back our minds. and the city from the brain.
I'd like to talk about something else.
Go on then.
Leave for now. We'll save and talk with Mizora.
Little Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble he gets into.
You forced Will to make an impossible choice.
Impossible? My bargain was uncommonly reasonable. A single soul for the return of Baldur's Gate's most beloved duke. A real bargain, I should think. I never thought the legendary Blade of Frontiers would surrender his father for freedom. Not very valorous, if you ask me. But what does a mean old devil like me know about heroes?
I don't get it. If Will isn't your warlock, why stick around and give him power?
Just because he's not my pet doesn't mean he's not useful. The Absolutists worked a number on me at Moonrise. And you're the best hope I've got at payback. No one crosses the Hell's Children without getting scorched.
You left Karlak alone. Didn't you want her dead? What changed?
Ugh, you are an inquisitive one. I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found new use for an old battle axe. The dead three in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel might change her mind? My mistress can be so capricious.
What can you tell me about the Hells?
The 9 Hells of Beator. Each its own domain, each with its own archdevil to rule it. I call the first Hell my home, Avernus. My mistress Zariel's realm, a torrid battleground split by the bloody waters of the Styx. How I adore it. The delicious agony of it all. The other 8, well, they are pleasures unto themselves. Perhaps I'll show you myself, if I deem you worthy.
You never told me how the Absolutists captured you.
Correct. I didn't. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel, but those cursed shadows were thick enough to fell even a half-fiend. I woke in that damned pod. It kept my body sealed and my most powerful magic silenced. But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Gallantry isn't dead, after all.
I'm gonna say, since I don't like Mizora, because she's, well, a devil. Okay, not a devil, I think. I'm not sure exactly what race she is. Is she a tiefling? I think she's a devil. So, if you're going to be staying, I need something in return. I think she's a devil because she's from the Hells.
Why? I'm supplying Will with every scrap of his infernal power. I've paid my dues many times over. I tell you what, when the time comes to squish that big baddie of a brain, I'll lend you a hand.
Thanks, Mizora. I'm actually going to Google specifically what Mizora's she's a Cambion. Mizora's race is a Cambion. She's a half-devil. So she is technically a devil. She's a half-devil. Okay, good to know. Because Raphael is, I think, a full devil. He's pretty devilish when I see Raphael, so...
Best be on
no
my
doubt
way.
about that. Oh, Shadowheart wants to talk. We did make a decision that was kind of against what she believed in terms of we chose to make sure Will was freed. Let's see what she says.
still feel the Shadowfell all over me. Still hear her words in my ear. I feel unclean.
You could say you made your choice, or so what do you want to do about it? Or you mean Shar? Forget it. Her spite can't hurt you now. Or what we will say, which is, I'm sorry.
You've nothing to be sorry for. Far from it, in fact. Without your help, things could have ended very differently for me. I have an idea. Something I've wanted to do for a while. Something that might help me put her in the past. But I'll need your help.
Of course.
Wait until the others are asleep, then come with me. There's a place we can go. Down the coast a little.
Okay, sounds good. So you're gonna go to bed?
This will do. Take off your clothes.
Do as she says. Well, we have a few options. We could say what, or I never said I was coming in with you, or I didn't bring anything to swim in, or there's easier ways to get me naked, you know, or you first, or forget it, let's head back, or what I will select, which is I will do as she says.
A little misdirection. Couldn't resist. What's the matter?
Nothing at all. You're beautiful.
I know. But it's nice to hear you say it. I don't know if I can do this, now that I'm here.
We could shrug and run in ahead of her, or we don't have to do this if you're not ready, or all the things we're faced and you're afraid of getting a little wet, or what I will say, which is, yes you can, just walk forward until you feel the weight lift.
All right, just stay close. That's cold. Come here. Thank you. I needed that. I needed to know I can face things without Shah. I don't want to go back. Not just yet. Just a pebble. Now don't you dare stop.
So what I'm looking up now, after that beautiful scene with Brockshield and Shadowheart, is who the doppelganger is within our camp. So the doppelganger, spoiler, I thought it might have been, I actually said this. I believe I said this on the video, that I thought the doppelganger was Yenna. And it actually is Yenna. So I don't know how to trigger that. Maybe you have to attack her to trigger it. I'm not 100% sure. So let's actually see that. Attacking her seems like a pretty reasonable idea, right? Because that seems like only somebody who could. Oh, okay. So the only way to find the doppelganger is to wait until Orin reveals herself to you. Okay. There's no additional action required. So let's not attack Yenna in this case. And let's head out of the camp. Okay. So here there's nothing more that we want to do within the fortress. The best thing we can do now is continue to head forward, I would say.
Looking ahead.
And here we can talk with everybody. So let's talk with Blaze Savora.
Keep those feet moving.
Okay. Admire the view. It's still loading in, but very beautiful. And more of this stuff, I believe, will load in over time. This is the biggest area we've seen yet, so the load times are pretty noticeable. And so here is the lower city. And so let's go ahead and head there. The Thief's Stash is an area I was not able to explore. I'm not sure exactly how to get there, now that I'm thinking about it.
Shouldn't have wished away interesting times.
It's okay in the sense that it's not going to be anything meaningful. So let's head to the lower city. You're entering a different region, venture forth? Yes.
Thank you for the lift, my friend. Thank you very much indeed. Ta-ta.
Must be surrendered.
Reward. We brought the creature to the city as requested. Seems it left us a note. Interesting. Shapeshifter's Boon Ring. Let's see the note that it left us. Here. That was the apple from the ox. Thanks for getting me in, I owe you one. Hey, sure, man.
Very well.
So we discovered this waypoint. Wow, look at this. So here's everything that we had. So this is all the stuff there. Wow, incredible. There's Cazador Azar. All the murder targets. Incredible, we have so much we can explore. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's save. Let's talk with everybody. Reagan Splint.
Still can't fathom that they hang folk in this city. Those gallows get more use than some temples. Every 10 day, I write into the Baldur's mouth about it, and every edition fails to mention it. Pathetic.
I'm sorry. Fist Cuthbert.
Move along. I've got my hands full enough without gawkers.
Okay. Turnip Bubs.
You must agree, this is ludicrous. How are we meant to survive without our livelihoods?
Asparagus Melee.
My herd are dairy goats. I bet they're going to slaughter them, the poor things.
Drusu Vissel.
Are they gonna pay us for the animals they take? Like elves they are!
I'm sorry. And Plowman Zack.
My husband's still in the outer city with the few cows we have left. How am I going to tell him we have to give them up?
Oh, sad.
Strung up to die by
Okay.
the city. A real beautiful poor sheep with care.
So we have a lot we can explore here. Before we head down, let's go see what's up here. Fist Murphy.
Don't distract me. It's all I can do to stay balanced.
Baldurian. Is this one of Blaise Portier's infamous punishments?
Yes. I stole a purse from the evidence room. It was stupid, and I swore to Blaise Portier I'd never do it again. Ever. I have to stand on one leg until she believes me.
We could say, good luck, or how long is that going to take, or what we definitely will not do, which is pretend to push him. Or say you're a flaming fist, how dare you steal from people you're supposed to protect. Or half-orc, if you were truly sorry, you'd be working night and day, you'd be willing to die for forgiveness. We're not going to say that, we're going to say good luck.
Thanks.
Take care. So we can talk with everybody here, which is pretty cool. So let's talk over here. With, and you know me, for someone who just loves like RPG stuff, this is awesome. Let's talk with Bruja Okai.
The thugs are getting bolder. My husband's been mugged twice this month, if you can believe it. You be safe out there. Can't trust a damn soul.
I'm sorry. How's the Steel Watcher doing?
Good day, citizen. Please notify the Steel Watch if you wish.
Pretty much you can just ignore the Steel Watchers, I think. They don't say anything too crazy.
If you're here to report something, don't bother. The Fist don't give a damn.
That's good they're there, I guess. Fist Esther.
If you have a problem, speak to one of the other Fist. A rabid warg organised this inventory, judging by the mess they've left me.
Good luck with the organization. Fist Clover.
Your arms are like tree trunks. They're amazing. Kindly behave yourself while you're here, yeah? I don't fancy my chances if I have to tackle you.
Wow. That Flaming Fist gave us a compliment. That was very nice of her. A box for the players, for people who do the lockpicking in their playthrough. There'll be something there. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's talk with these two here.
There's more flaming fists on the streets than ever.
Let me not bring the party in case they can attack us. Fist Colt.
I am never sleeping on duty again.
I'm sorry, Fist Colts. Fist Cross.
Distract the gauntlet, will ya?
I think she's set on killing me.
Let's talk with Thrasel Maria.
About time. The Manip assured me a builder would come around a 10-day ago, and hold it. You're not the builder. Which means I've got no use for you.
Is everybody in the neighborhood as friendly as you?
Look here, son. To get by in this place, you got to be tough as tax. There's no winning over the hooligans at the Blushing Mermaid with a smile and a nice hello. Now either you learn to fix my broken shutters, or you wag your tongue elsewhere.
Flaming Fist Miller.
A half-orc. Keep your head down and your fists to yourself, and we won't have any problems.
Fair enough, Mr. Miller. Gale, let's talk here. Thrasel Maria.
About time. The Manip, hold it.
Let's
You're
say this
not
one
the
this time.
builder, which means I've got no use for you.
Why do you need a carpenter so badly?
Hooligans at the Mermaid have been using my shutters for target practice. And that's not the half of it. I've had to replace the same window 3 times now, not to mention the mess they've made of my front door. Now either you learn to fix my broken shutters, or you wag your tongue elsewhere.
Let's try with Lae'zel. We'll ask the third option this time.
Hold it. You're not the builder.
No, but
Which
I'm
means I've
handy
got
with
no
a hammer
use for
and
you.
chisel.
I need someone with a little more know-how. Hooligans at the Mermaid have been using my... Now either you...
Alright. Take care, Thrasel.
Daughter is missing.
Let's save here.
My daughter, Manra. Forgive me. What was her name?
Let's talk with Laura here.
How many times do I need to say it? You sent word about a lead, said that I should come see you about it.
Of course, madam. Let me just... Forgive me. Why are you here?
Is this some kind of sick joke? Do you have any idea what I've been through these past few days?
What is going on here?
My daughter Vanra, my little girl, she's missing. This stupid, useless fist said she had a lead, but she must have been sucking Dream Mist or something.
Madam, tell me. You said... she was... taken from a tavern?
You catch the barest tendrils of magic coiled around the flaming fist.
Yes, the Blushing Mermaid down by the docks. I told you 100 times. Why aren't you listening?
Let's go ahead and save here and try and get this Arcana roll, which seems very important. Oh, this is a tough roll. Oh, and we got it. And we got it. Wow, we needed that. That was crazy.
Someone or something has tampered with her memory.
What were we discussing?
Happening. I feel like I'm going mad.
Let's go ahead and say, someone's tampered with the Flaming Fist's memory.
Nonsense, I'm fine. Madam, tell me why you're... here, and I will assist.
God, you're right. Something's wrong with her. Can you help me? I've no family, and Vanra's father isn't around. The Flaming Fist was my last resort. I'm so afraid. I'm so tired. I've been looking night and day everywhere I could.
Paladin, the fists are useless. I will find your daughter, I swear upon my oath.
You will? Thank you. I haven't slept or eaten since she disappeared. I'm terrified something has happened to her. Her name is Vanra. She's 7 years old and has red hair, like me. We were in the Blushing Mermaid when she was taken. Just up by the docks.
Was anyone else with you?
No, unless you count a couple of old drinking mates at the next table. But they'd be no help. They barely remember their own names. I was sober though. I swear. I stop in the maid for a drink sometimes. But it was only a quick one.
You must have some witnesses, surely.
Of course. The front of house, Bosun Gannet was there, and the owner of the Blushing Mermaid, Captain Grizzly. Neither lifted a finger to help me look. It was awful.
I'll head to the Blushing Mermaid now.
Thank you. I'll head home. Can't stand being around these idiots any longer. Come find me the moment you hear anything.
You got it. And that's where I'll go ahead and end the video there for this week. I want to go ahead and say thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, as it greatly helps the channel. Light be with you all. Take care, and thanks again.